By now, you'll know we're moving to Zante.
We're moving to Zante?
Maybe that's in the video. There's a video. Check it up here. However, it's not just us two. We're also taking 2 cats. This is how we're going to do it. So we are a family of 4, no kids, just cats. We have 2 handsome boys, Gino and Giuseppe. First and foremost, we costed flying, and to fly a cat is expensive.
£1,400 per cat.
That's expensive, and that's just to fly them. So yeah, we chose not to do that. Just to clarify, although cost is a big factor in our plans and what we've chosen, one thing I failed to mention here was just what flying the cats actually entailed. You can't fly cats directly to Zante. What's more, you can't fly cats from up north either. So to have the boys flown out, they would have had to be collected in Liverpool and taken to Heathrow. Then, finally on a flight, but to Athens. We would have then had to collect them from Athens and drive them overland to Zante via the ferry. When we'd weighed everything up, we decided that irrespective of costs, the boys are going to be put through a lot, and it would be at least best for them if we were with them during this whole process to comfort them as best as we can.
We also looked at transporting them overland via a pet transporter, and that was expensive too. That was around €1,000 per cat. So that is just out of our budget. So we were like, let's drive the cats. So a little background about our cats. They have never travelled abroad before. This will be their first time. They've never travelled anywhere other than the vets or to my parents before. They don't really respond well to travelling, as most cats don't, to be honest. We've only ever driven to the vets before, really, and that always results in an accident.
Not in the car, the cat.
Oh, yeah, a toilet accident, to be more precise.
Yeah, he normally times it perfectly for 30 seconds before we arrive.
Yeah.
He's really good at that.
So this is going to be a challenge. So we have done everything we can to make their journey as comfortable and as safe as possible for as cheap as possible. So
first off, the cat carrier is huge. It's in 2 sections. One section has a bit of a hammock as well. We got it from Wayfair. And it really was quite inexpensive, wasn't it?
£68.
And there was a number of cat carriers and pet carriers that were, oh my God, it's so much in excess of that.
Yeah. So just it's 2 chambers, and you can separate it, or you can open the zip in the middle, and then they can go between both chambers. One can sit in the hammock, etc. It is great. Now this is going on the back seat of our car, and we're going to push the back seat up as far as possible, and we're going to try and wedge it in between where our seats end and that. It literally takes up the whole back seat. It is huge. We trialled it when we took Gino to the vets, and do you know what? They were all right in it. Gino was in his hammock. Seppi got his head stuck at one point, but that's just Seppi. Now, when we tried it, we only took 1 compartment.
That was going to the vets for their rabies injection.
Yeah, and you know, Gino did have an accident on
the top bunk.
Yeah, and then Seppi walked in it, and it was a bit, like, we've bought puppy pads now, so we're fully equipped. This whole thing of taking the cats cost a little bit more than we anticipated, so we're going to tell you what we've had to do and run down some prices. So the cat carry-out was £68, so that's the first thing we've had to pay for. Secondly,
obviously we've got to make sure that these lads are healthy enough to travel, and when we were kids you'd go through quarantine. More recently you'd have a pet passport. Sadly, now that the UK has left the EU post-Brexit, you can't get an EU pet passport from the UK. We can get them one once we get to Greece, but in all honesty, once we get there, I don't think they're ever going to...
Never moving again. Never moving. Don't scar for life, and so will I.
So the things we've had to put in place, it's actually quite simple, really. They need to have a rabies injection more than 22 days. That's still valid, but over 22 days of the first day of travel, which we've had that. The cost of those were, they were £45 each for the rabies injections. Secondly, and this is the only other thing, although we we've kept up their boosters and all that, that's not actually required. It's the rabies injection and the certificates. Now the certificate is twofold. Firstly, we've had to go up to the vets and sign a declaration to say that we're transporting these cats who are personal to us. We're not transporting them for financial gain, and obviously that they are microchipped, which they are. So yeah, so that coming out, we've got a certificate and that declaration, and it's £140 per cat.
So we paid £90 in total for the rabies vaccinations and £280 for the fit to fly certificates. I call it that. That's not the official name, that's just what I call it. So another thing we chose to do was get harnesses for the cats. Why did we choose to do this?
So obviously they're going to be in the cat carriers.
Yeah.
But we want to make sure we have the ability to just have something else to hold. You kind of picture yourself walking along with them. It's not going to go that way.
It will. I'm going to train I want to go on leisurely walks on the beach in Zante with the cats. It's going to happen.
It's not.
It will. So anyway, we chose to get a harness because we don't love the idea of just having the cats in the carrier. We wanted an extra level of security.
Something we can grab.
Security, yeah. They will not run away from us if they're not somewhere that they don't know. They will stay close to us. We bought them a harness each from a lady in Scotland who makes them to fit your cat. So we had tape measures out, we measured the cats, we got the harness. They hate them. They
walk backwards. They seem to forget how their back legs work.
It kind of immobilizes them. They don't know how to walk with the harnesses on, which is actually a good thing to what we want to use them for, right?
To immobilize.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we've decided to put I mean, listen, we've tried to train it. We all know you can't really train cats. We can train cats to a certain level. We harness train them as much as we can. We need to get them back into that. And then one day we attach the leads. And, well, that didn't go to plan, really. But it will go to plan eventually because I want to be living my best life walking the cats on the beach in Zante with the lead. So the reason why we got that was because when we moved to Zante as well, they're going to be in for a couple of days, 5 days to a week, and then we're going to let them out in the garden. So we didn't just want to let them straight out. We wanted to let them out on the lead and the harness so they can have a little sniff around, lead the scent, etc. That also lives into me living my best life walking the cats on the beach. If I say it enough times, it will become a reality.
No, that's definitely how it works.
Yeah. So they didn't enjoy the leads. They didn't enjoy the harnesses. We are going to travel with the cat in the harness because it will be easy to clip the lead onto, and that's just an extra level of security. We feel like that's going to happen.
I think it's going to be a little bit like a sensory thing for them as well.
100%, yeah.
You never know. Every little bit helps.
So the harnesses were £53. Oh no, the harness and the leads were £53.33 in total. And we did also buy reflective collars from Pets at Home the other day, which was £3.50 each because we are going to be living by a road.
Speak of one and they shall appear. So this is Gino. We will have, oh Gino, it's raining. Don't worry mate, we're going to Zante. So first and foremost, there's a few things that we've got for the cats on these trips. Now, before we leave, there's going to be a load going on here. I mean, like a load. We leave on the Sunday night.
Yeah.
We finish work the Friday previous.
Yeah.
And from the Monday, we are kind of all systems go. So first off, we've already got a Fellaway plug. So we've got a Fellaway refill to plug in for the house. This is a Happy Cat, calming and comfort. We also have the Fellaway spray. We'll probably spray this in the cat carrier because what we haven't mentioned is that although it's side by side, we've currently got one stacked on top of the other. And Gino, at the moment, is sleeping there, isn't he? We call it his penthouse, so that's where he's sleeping. So we've got Fellaway all the way, and we've also had this highly recommended to us. It's by Vet IQ, and it's Serenum Drops. And what it does is you put it in their food, a few drops into their food, and it helps if they're home alone, noise phobias, fireworks, hyperactivity. It's also highly recommended for traveling as well. We are mindful, we don't want to sedate our cats, but at the same time we kind of want to make them as comfortable as possible. We know this, we'd love to, I mean, like any other,
just like they've had like a little bit of weed or something, you know, a little bit sad.
a little bit of THC.
I'm not gonna, you know, force my cat's weed. People, calm down.
Definitely didn't get a strike for that one. These three together, obviously we already have the plug-in somewhere.
Yeah.
£51 and change for these three together. So yeah, I think they'll...
Money well spent.
Yeah, time will only tell with regards to that, to be fair.
So I've got a couple of things here. So firstly, we have this, I'm not too sure how much this was, probably about £9 or something. Okay, so what this is a plastic container, and it's split down the middle. So you can do 1/2 water, 1/2 dry food, or if they're on 2 different types of dry food, you can do that. So it basically comes like that, and then this size will go in the dry food like this, and then it comes with these bowls, what are like pop-up bowls, so really easy to pop up, and when you finish you just squash them down. So yeah, that's one thing we've got for feeding on the go.
That lid also has 2 separate holes so you can dispense from each, so it's a very genius product actually.
It was really cheap, to be honest. We've also got some cat treats here because, well, cats like treats and we need to bribe them. And also these things, what they really love as well, they're like whole kind of fillets. You can get tuna, you can also get mackerel, different ones, and these are really...
Chicken fillet as well, don't they?
Yeah, these are really good because the cats eat these practically whole, and you don't really need a bowl or a fork or anything for these. They literally, we just pick them up and feed them the cats and they just eat them. So if they do need a little bit of wet food during the day, this is what they'll be going for. And bribery as well. Also, we've got a pack of puppy pads because we've learned from previous experiences.
Yeah.
What we also have as well is a cardboard cat scratcher. It looks like this. This will be like, it's like a portable.
It's a cardboard one, isn't it?
Yeah, they'll be happy with that. And then as well, what we also have is a litter tray. Now we have a litter tray for the cats. You call it the...
It's a portaloo.
It's a portaloo, yeah. It's massive.
It's
quite large. So we have gone for a travel version. Now this is only half of it because the rest of it is actually in storage. What?
I'm showing them a picture of it.
Oh, right, okay. So this is the litter tray portion of the litter tray. So it's this, and then you put your litter in and then the cats do its thing, but it comes in a little black carrier case.
It's like a hold all, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can just pull it out and then the cats sit in it and then you push it back in and...
Forget about it.
Pops your uncle and fannies your aunt, so yeah. So all that cost us £10.68 for the food, accessories. The travel litter tray was £44.83. You've got your puppy pads, which were a £5, and a few odds and sods, which came to about £3.50.
Obviously, these are all the solutions that we've come up with regards to our research and everything. Everything will be linked below if we can. If you have any other tips for anyone else who's watching this, you think, oh, that would be better, that would be better, let us know in the comments below, and actually let them know in the comments below. Start a conversation, because everything here is best guess, isn't it?
Yeah.
Research that we've done.
Yeah.
But we are by no means saying we've got everything absolutely nailed on. Only time will tell.
Yeah, we're only sharing what we think will work for our cats, and if you own a cat, you know how precious and diva like they are. So you will know what works best for your own cat. Once this trip has been completed, and if we survive it, we will come back on and we'll film a video with everything we've used. Was it helpful? Did we rate it? Did we love it? Did we need it? What else could we have needed? So we'll come back on and update you all. Don't forget, we will be vlogging this trip as well, so they will be coming up for you. So keep an eye on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't
forget, we've already done a load of videos up to now about this trip. We're going to be publishing a load more as well. So yeah, keep an eye out on the channel as well, because we may have already covered something that you'd be interested in as well.
So yeah, that is it. That is how we are transporting the cat as cheaply and as safely and as efficiently as possible. We hope this has been a help if any of you are planning on doing the same thing. Follow us. All our links are in the drop down below. Our socials, our TikTok. And yeah, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell. So thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one, where we will be discussing how we are basically able to live and work in Greece, how we earn money, what's the process we've gone through since Brexit, visas, all that jazz. So that'll be coming up soon.